I can't read. I can't read my own writing. Hey fam, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertantonnyc, coming to you with your no-frills American Idol commentary from a singer. Baby, here we go again. Tonight it's a double elimination. But first we'll see the contestants sing duets with one another and then solos. And again, the bottom three will sing for the judges' save. Ryan was a little dressed down tonight in a black tee with the black suit. I was like, go ahead on, brother. We started out with the duets. LaPorsha and Trent Harmon did See You Again by Khalifa featuring Charlie Puth, and I was excited to hear them sing this together. It seems the song would fit both of their voices well, and it really did. They both were singing so beautifully, just free and fluid, and they worked together well, and they did their little runs together, and it was just so tight. This was a really good match with great moments. Keith thought it was the perfect song choice for the two. J-Lo said the whole thing was magical. Harry said their voices blended so well, and there wasn't a better way to start the show. I agree. Avalon Young and Sonika Vaid did Rise Up by Andra Day, and Avalon started this out very sweetly, and Sonika added her delicious vocal to raise the bar a little bit. Their voices are not so different in this performance. Like, you can really hear that there are a lot of similarities. There is a grittiness in Avalon though, and a tone in Sonika that really complemented each other very well. They also worked well together on this, going back and forth and like looking at each other and then out to the audience and doing all their little things. Each found a moment to shine on their own and together. J-Lo called their voices angelic but wanted to see it come through their bodies more. Harry said the advantage went to Avalon because it laid in the pocket more. Mackenzie, Bourg, and Dalton Rapattoni did I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. Oh lord. So Mackenzie kept his guitar for this, which probably kept him grounded. Would I have been able to tell their voices apart if I wasn't watching? What I did is I stopped looking and I just listened, and Dalton is a little more clear while Mackenzie has a little more rasp. This didn't really challenge either one of them in my opinion. Kind of middle of the road without a lot of passion or energy. I didn't feel like either one of them were excited to be on stage or excited to be doing this song tonight. Harry didn't think it was a good song because the lyrics don't make any sense. Keith told them this didn't benefit either of them. J-Lo thought it was too much like the original. Tristan, McIntosh, and Lejean did Don't Wanna Miss a Thing by Aerosmith, and Lee has been sick, but it wasn't showing as he started this song out. Of course, Tristan came out and really elevated the song altogether. What happened to the piano though? Like, someone else mentioned this, the piano went, I did something before they went into the chorus, like brr, like this way out of nowhere. I was like, what's going on? What universe am I in where the Ricky Minor band messes up? That just doesn't happen. Okay, but this song may have been a little old for the two of them. Maybe they don't really have the experience to really get into the emotion and the lyrics, and the way they were going back and forth for a while was just like man. But then like it started getting a little more emotional. It started ramping it up a little bit, but by that time it was almost over. There were some missed notes and opportunities, but this was pretty good. Not great, just promising though. Keith thought they did as good as they could with it. J-Lo said Tristan shined in that song, and Lee hung in there and tried to give the emotion. Harry thought the problem was with the arrangement, and there was nothing special about it. He even called it boring and bland. And if you think I'm boring and bland, hold on a minute, wait a second. Please make sure to thumb up the commentary and let me know that you're enjoying it, and also let other people know that we're over here discussing American Idol. I thank you so much for tuning in, and I thank you so much for your thumbs. Now for the solo performances. The theme was the American Idol songbook, and these are songs that have been done a lot on American Idol. LaPorsha Renae started us out. She did Come Together by the Beatles, and she came out stomping the stage from way back, way upstage, and growling out these lyrics. Very exciting. She had me screaming with her facial expressions, and point she was doing little stuff like, you know, I was like, go on. I love that she gave us some pace and some sass on this, even rolling her neck at one point and playing with Harry. She had such a great feel for the lyrics and the melody, and of course broke it down in the end to give her a little riff on, and walked off like she was leaving the stage when it was done. Yeah, just a great vocal and a great performance. J-Lo said she's given us full diva every time she's up there. Harry called her incredible since the first day they've seen her. Keith said any song is a terrific song for her. Mackenzie Bourg did You Are So Beautiful by Joe Cocker, and I'm glad he dropped the guitar for this, and his voice had just the right amount amount of everything for this song. A little rasp, some tenderness, a great sense of pitch. He really got into the emotional space for this. Really nice. Harry said he couldn't have picked a better song and he sang it fantastic. Keith told him it speaks volumes that he picked the song himself and made it sound brand new. J-Lo said he has a beautiful mix of old and new. Then we had Nick Fradiani, last year's winner, come and premiere his new single, Get You Home, and I think it's his first single. I immediately thought he could have dressed for the occasion. You see it, I don't know, like some jeans and an old t-shirt. I was just like, really, you coming on national? But maybe that's just me. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. The beginning of the song was okay for me, but I loved when they went into the rhythm with the falsetto backgrounds happening. It got a little busy at times, but it was a nice groove and very addictive in the part where they had the high falsettos going on. I feel like they sampled this from somewhere, and I looked up if you want it, baby, you got it, and that comes from Bust a Move. So I was like, oh, okay, I know they sampled something up in here. But the song came out today and is on iTunes, and Nick had a hand in writing it. So tell me what you thought of it down in the comments, and are you going to buy it? Trent Harmon did Stand By Me by Benny King. Oh, I love this song so much, and had to sing it in Smokey Joe's Cafe so many times. He started this out a cappella with great pitch. I liked how he was really giving us the lyrics and tipped the mic stand at one point to go into a squall. He's much better about not making the faces now, even though they're still there, but I was a little on the fence about this performance. Good vocals and attitude, but I don't know. For me, I don't know. Keith talked about how much he's grown, but told him to pick the stylistic things that he does and not lean too heavy on them. J-Lo said she loves what he does with his voice. Harry suggested that he sink into the rhythm even better, but called it a fantastic job. Tristan McIntosh did A Broken Wing by Martina McBride, and I loved how this started out really low and sweet, kind of giving me a country Tony Braxton sound. There's something very awkward schoolgirl about her, but also it's mixed with like a blooming classy lady kind of thing. The vocals on this were pretty darn good. She pushed it at the end and had a momentary crack, but most of this was solid with poise and emotion. J-Lo said she has a perfectly suited country voice. Harry agreed and said he loves her singing country. Keith thought it was the perfect kind of song for her. And the final person safe by audience vote is Dalton Rapattoni. He did Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles. As soon as this started, Epic came to mind because of just the whole production and the strings and everything was just like on the next level. Loved all the smoke and violins and Dalton spitting out the lyrics in this distinctive tone. I was worried that he's going to be choking on all that smoke because he was taking these big gaping things of breath. But for me, his voice could have been far more forward in the mix, which isn't his problem, that's a technical thing. But he totally was invested in this performance and it was so intense, very enjoyable. Harry called it a great song choice and key. Keith said like a good waffle iron, he made an impression. J-Lo loved the big ending and said he impressed everybody. And so the bottom three tonight are Sonika, Vaid, Avalon Young, and Lijan, and they'll sing for the judges' save. First up was Avalon Young. She did PYT, Pretty Young Thing by Michael Jackson, and again she dropped into that swag just as she began, right? And crooned through this song. I like her comfort and interaction with the audience, but felt this could have used more energy. The call and response was a nice part to add into it, and she worked the guitarist and the background singer just very much working back and forth with people. That all was very nice. But again, just not enough oomph. Keith said she does a great job of connecting with everybody in the studio audience. J-Lo called her a natural performer. Harry called her voice incredible but missed the urgency in her movements. Then Lijan did Let It Be by the Beatles, and he dropped the guitar for this, though I think he probably would have melted better into the song if he had had that support of his familiar guitar. I don't know. I don't know. He seemed to be a little nervous, but was really working his way into the lyrics and trying to keep himself steady. I could hear a little flutter in his voice that isn't usually there, and that's nerves. This was so plaintive and almost begging for an answer, or maybe begging to stay, but whatever he was doing, it was working for me. J-Lo told him he has an amazing style, great personality, and a beautiful voice, but wanted more composure. Harry called it very emotional and said he really commits to the lyrics, but said he was very sharp the whole time. Keith called his tone gorgeous, but sensed the nerves also. And in the pimp spot, can I say that? On the save, in the pimp spot, Sonika Vaid did I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston. Oh Lord! And as soon as I heard da-da, My eyes shot up and I was like, oh my God, she is going to shoot for the bleachers, for the fence, just as far as she could go with this. If she kills it, she can't help but move forward. She started wonderfully, looked gorgeous, and was engaging behind the mic, not her normal, just regular like she used to do, but very much emotional and moving with the music and with the feeling. Her tone was so perfect and her vibrato also. She had the other contestants standing up and kind of dancing along. Even the ones, I mean, this is a slow song and they like grooving to it with her. This was a winning performance. Control with passion and total strength. Very much enjoyed it. Harry said he loved it. Keith told her to continue to release and let go. J-Lo called it a hard song to sing and said she did a good job with it. And she was trying to like not tip her hand, but I don't know. But I was like, come on, J-Lo, you know she killed that. She just did not want to give away the final result, and we knew it. Sonika Vaid gets the judges say, yes, that is the way that you sing for your life. Lijan and Avalon Young go home. What did you think of the performances tonight and the elimination? Do you think someone else should have been eliminated or been in the bottom 3? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I am out.